All right. Do not disturb on? Check. Crazies on the mic? Check. We are on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How's it going? How's it going?
All right.
This is the inaugural stream podcast of Crazies on the Mic.
Super excited.
I'm Mike, Big Mike. No relation to Crazies on the Mic, but I'm Big Mike, and this is Sarah.
Hello. I'm Sarah. How are you?
Crazies, because sometimes we could be a little crazy.
I literally would introduce myself as, hi, I'm Sarah, and you will call me crazy at one point in knowing me, and I will meet every meaning of that word. So yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
really
stuff on here.
Yes, I'm really excited about this. This has been a long time in the making, guys. Like, I cannot express how long I've waited for this to happen. And I just didn't have the technology. I didn't have the know-how to do it. So I had to rely on Mike, and he's been busy lately, trying to keep a roof over my head and his streaming career that he's trying to build up. So I put my foot down on him, and I said, hey, I need to make this happen.
She didn't put her foot down.
I did. It's Bigfoot.
I'm
a
the
Bigfoot.
one that made it go.
He made it completely happen. I mean, this Christmas he surprised me with all kinds of, podcasting equipment, and I was so excited. So guys, I'm telling you, I'm ready for this to happen. We're gonna have so much fun. Like
originally, like I said, this was supposed to be a podcast. It is a podcast.
It is. It still is. I don't care what anybody says.
At the beginning, it was strictly gonna be like a podcast on a podcast channel, just audio and stuff like that. And Sarah was always like, I want a video, I want video. And I was like, well, why don't we just stream it? Because you could stream it online. It records at the same time, so you get your video part, and then you can always turn around and put that video on YouTube and stuff like that, and then take the audio from that video and turn around and throw it on the podcast.
He just said the magic words. I was like, oh man, okay, let's make this happen
at once. So here it is, the first one.
Yeah,
live streaming.
Hey, he put his foot in his mouth because he told me all of that good stuff, and I was like, then make it happen. That's what I want. It's exactly what I want. And so then it became stressful hours of him prepping and getting everything set up.
We were supposed to record last night.
Yeah, there's a lot of cussing involved, and I'm a cusser.
We went out, and we bought some more equipment. We got another webcam because I had a webcam before for my streams, but we went out and got another webcam. We needed some more wiring. And originally we were going to do it off of our laptop, and that didn't work out.
No, it did not.
After hours and hours of setting
over 5 hours, guys, he worked on that.
Setting up, creating, the OBS, creating the scene, and figuring out how to make a brand new scene. Because I had scenes already for my gaming channel, but I had to make a whole new scenes for the podcast. So I spent time on that. Freaking anxiety kicking in because I felt like I was rushing myself.
And I'm like, take your time, do what you want. I'll
finally got it all.
Pizza.
Yeah, we ordered pizza. Finally got it ready to go. I said, well, let's do a test recording.
Oh, thank God for that.
Thank God we did that because the fucking recording was horrible. That laptop could not keep up. It was stuttering and glitchy and stuff like that. And I tried to do some settings and stuff. And
my eyes would be like this. And I'm like, oi.
I tried to mess with settings and spend like another hour trying to figure out the settings. And we just came to the realization that laptop it doesn't have enough juice to do this. So there we go. I had to stop what we're doing on that thing, and I had to turn around and set everything up on my gaming computer. And so here we are now.
Yes, and he's already asked for new equipment just specifically for the podcast. And I told him that once we take care of the gaming equipment that he has and pay that off, we'll definitely get a new system for the podcast, and we'll build it up, and everything will just be running so much faster. I'll probably inherit the gaming, and he'll probably go and get a new gaming system, knowing how that goes. But guys, I'm really excited. We have so much to talk about. I I have so many things to touch on. First of all, I want to say that I hate people. Okay, just want to throw that out there. Me and my best friend, whenever we talk, don't let us be on the road. Don't let us talk about being out in the world, you know. So we will end up just saying over and over, I hate people. I hate people. So like yesterday, we were out, right? We were out. It was rainy. It wasn't really, really bad rainy, but it was not good weather. It was very ugly looking. It was, you just wanted to be in your house.
It was raining.
Yeah, you just wanted to be in your house. And so
when it starts raining, that's when all the fucking crazy people come out.
they're idiots.
They say, you know what? Let's go out in the rain and let's drive like assholes. Let's
like we just got a driver's license, a permit. You know, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to drive.
And then we couldn't realize why there was so many people out.
Oh,
it felt
man.
like it was Christmas.
Yes, it was so packed.
Every store was packed. The streets were packed. The mall was packed. Couldn't figure out what the fuck is going on. Did we get another stimulus?
I'm like, we're in a pandemic, right? Like, I got my mask on, you got your mask on. We're in a pandemic, right? That's what we're going through. And everybody was out. We went into Burlington Coat Factory to go look for some lights and ring lights or whatever. And as soon as we walked in, the line was horrendous. I swear, I thought it was Christmas. I really did.
But then we came to the realization that it was the first of the month. Everybody catch their checks and go shopping.
I'm telling you.
Fuck, man. Everybody got their unemployment checks. They got their government checks.
They got their checks from their baby daddies and mommies.
They were out there spending that money.
Yeah, they were.
It was like abnormally packed
for this, you know, being for May 1st, you know, like really crazy. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna,
but we got all our stuff together. We got everything we need to do this podcast and this live streams, and it's just gonna get better from here. Like I said, this, you know, all the stuff that we did is kind of like on a whim. As far, I mean, we've been wanting to do podcasts for a while. We got the stuff to do, like say the audio podcast, but video, we never had the stuff. So, you know, all this stuff was kind of, you know, last minute, kind of like, let's just get it going. And so over time, it's going to get better. The scenes are going to get better. They're going to look more professional. Hopefully we're going to move into a new room soon.
Yes.
You know, unfortunately, our baby's moving out.
Yes, our little baby girl, she's growing up. Fingers crossed. You know what? We really don't even know if it's actually happening for this location that she wants. So we got to fingers crossed and say some prayers that she goes. Mama needs her time.
So that's we're gonna be empty nesters.
Yes.
So they say.
So we have two kids, and we have a boy and a girl. And our son already moved out. It's been a year, I think. He has been gone. Has it really been that long? And
daughter, she just didn't want to go.
Yeah,
just didn't want to go.
Yeah, there were like she would tease us with little perks of her being here, but then that would fall away really quickly, and then we're like, damn, she needs to go. She's like a freeloader.
I don't know, you know, people out there are probably like, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that, you know, it's your child and shit like that. But damn, man, you know, when you have your child over 20 years, it's, you know,
you're not a child anymore. You're an adult. Go on, get
time. We need some alone time. We need to be able to walk around the house naked, you know.
Yes.
And our chones, chones means underwear.
Yes. So I'm excited for her to move because we went just yesterday. I'm walking around the store and I'm like, okay, she's going to need this. You know, like I'm preparing her to go to camp or something, you know, like I'm like, she needs this, she needs this. And he turns to me and he's like, you know, hey, she's going to need to buy some of the stuff on her own.
You know, buy everything. And it's not just her, it's her man, her boyfriend, you know, he
this
needs
is true.
To step up and be a man and provide and buy furniture. You know, I mean, we're going to give them as much as we can, but there's some stuff they're gonna have to buy on their own. That's just the point of moving out and getting out on your own. You gotta buy, and that's the excitement too of getting out on your own. You get to buy your own furniture.
What you want, we're gonna give her some couches that we have that, you know, she's excited about. You know, and so yeah, we've been talking about that, giving her a dining room table, and we don't have much, mind you. Everything that we had, like, it was hard work for us. So we like really,
a lot of stuff we have is old. old. We've been had it for
over 10
over,
years since we moved into
yeah,
this
over 10
house.
years.
12 years.
So
But
it's not
she's
like she's getting
grateful.
fancy as shit.
No, she's not bougie. She's grateful. She's appreciative, and
Yeah, she
she
wants that
knows.
stuff. She
Yeah,
wants it.
yeah, she wants it.
Most kids would be like, I don't want that. I want
Like,
new
you can
something.
go buy
I
your
want
own
something
stuff.
new.
I don't care.
She's grateful to get what she's getting.
Now, so now I told her and her boyfriend I'm really excited for them, that I will be having to put myself on a budget, but then said she has a little secret weapon. She's got grandma. My mother-in-law and her have been best friends since the day that little girl came out of me. And they always had like little secrets together.
The unfortunate thing is that grandma just finished paying off her house, so grandma's gonna have some extra money,
and she wants to spend it.
She's already like, I can't help you. in my daughter's ear.
So the funny.
I'll be there for you.
So here's the thing, like literally after we had her, we would go to grandma's house. We would put her carrier on the couch.
Shame.
As soon as one of our hands got off of the carrier, she would swoop in, and I'm not kidding you. She would swoop in, grab her, and take her to her room and close the door. And we had no idea what was going on. Nothing. Had
There's
no clue.
pictures of my daughter that we never knew existed.
Yes, we found out about these pictures a long time after it happened.
Yeah.
But she was just taking pictures of her, taking pictures, her on, tummy time and stuff like that. So
Taking pictures with stuffed animals that we never knew existed.
so funny.
Funny little pictures of her and little outfits we never knew existed.
Yes. So she's
They're best buds.
So when we had, like I said, we struggled. We the things that we have now were because my husband worked really hard, and I'm very grateful for him. You'll meet him later, Mike. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I bet he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He's really nice. So we had to
Get
go.
along.
We had to go live with his parents. And so we're at my mother-in-law's, and we stayed in this garage that they converted into a room. We had to put a lock on the door because our daughter would sneak out, and my son would be asleep because he had school. There's almost a 5-year age difference. And so the door, like to lock it, you literally had to pull the door towards you, and then it had a little lock to lock it. A little latch lock, just slide it over. Well, grandma would be on the other side pushing the door. There was a dresser by the door. We would be asleep. She would wedge herself up, and grandma would be giving her instructions how to slide the little thing over. She was about 3 or 4 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And she would leave. Mm-hmm. There she would go, and she would end up sleeping with grandma and my father-in-law.
And then we wake up in the morning like, where's Sally at? Where's her daughter at? And she's over there with my mom, and we're like, how is she doing?
How did she get out? We had no idea how she was getting out, but it was because grandma. So now she's getting ready to move out, and there's things that I want to do for her, and I'm telling myself, like, rein it in. You cannot do everything for her. He's telling me you can't do everything for her. Absolutely true, absolutely right. And then I hear, well, grandma is telling her that she'll help her, and I'm like, see, she is the only. So my kids are the only grandkids. Well, I take that back. We have 5 other grandkids that we don't see that often, and I try very hard to keep in contact with. But grandma has always had my 2 kids here. So did I say 5? Is that right, or is that 4? 4 other ones. 4. But grandma has always had my kids here, and since my son is off, and he'll visit from time to time to go visit grandma and cut her grass from time to time, my daughter is like they're best friends. Yeah. They are best friends. Absolutely love one another, gossip and talk to each other when things are wrong. And, if she has problems with mommy, she's going to go tell grandma, and grandma's going to throw daggers at me. But it is what it is. I love my mother-in-law. She's been very good to me and my kids, and well, of course, she loves my husband. So, but yeah, so we're going to definitely. So now our thing is that we're going to try to set up in her. So where we're set up now is originally her old room. When my son left, she went to his room, which is bigger. So now we want to move over there because over here it's really small.
So this
I
doubles as it's a streaming room, a game room first. It's game room where I game and I do my PC gaming, and then I try to stream. I need to start streaming more, but I turn it into a stream room, and then behind me is where we were gonna do our podcast, and we had a table set up in there. But then my wife got a job doing working from home, so that turned into her
my
office.
office. Yeah.
So it's the office, podcast, stream, game room, and it's kind of small. So we need a little bit bigger room. So that's where we're going to move there. Hopefully that's going to be our podcast, stream room, game room. And then this room is going to be her strictly for her office.
Yeah, and then I say probably in about 8 months, hopefully we'll have another place.
I said by next year, we're going to start looking. I said by the end of the year, we're going to start looking. And hopefully we can have something by next year. We'll be in our own place.
Yeah.
Another place, another house. Our
Yeah,
own house.
definitely our own.
Because this house we're renting, so.
Yeah, we've been renting it forever. And my landlords love us just for the simple fact that we've been
Yeah, we paid
steady.
for this house.
Yeah, we've definitely paid for this house. So,
So
but
hopefully we can get into our own house and then create a stream room and all that stuff over there. A lot better than what we got right now. More permanent. Because right now we're on fold tables. You know, we're on fucking fold out tables, and which is great. It's great for beginning. It's worked out great.
we're so ghetto fabulous.
You know, it does its job, which I know millions of gamers out there. That's where they start. You know, they start on fold out tables, then they upgrade to their gaming tables and stuff like that. So I don't want to do that until I get into a new house because I don't want to have to move it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have gym equipment that he doesn't want to move.
I'm just dreading that.
Yeah, that was his fault.
That gym equipment is a lot.
Yeah.
Probably got about over 500 pounds of weights.
Yeah.
More than that, probably more. Probably almost a little under 1,000 pounds. That's gonna be fun.
So yeah, I'm telling you guys, things we'll talk about here are like just mind blowing. There are things that I don't even want to discuss with Mike. Like I don't want him to know because it's pretty risque. You know, me and my girls, we have conversations that make coffee hot. Like it's like just boiling. I mean, it's intense. Yeah.
Occasionally we'll probably jump on here with a caller. So we got this cool little thing that we can do calls. So we can have people call in and you know, it almost sounds like they're in the same room with us. Sarah's friends will be on here every once in a while if they want to be on video, which I doubt it. Most of them probably don't.
We're going to talk about sex. I will tell y'all that
What is
much.
that? I can't.
It's okay. You don't worry about it. These are the things that I don't want to talk to you about, you know? You've never had it, don't worry about it. It's new to it. It's okay. I'll teach you about it later.
But yeah, they were just gonna talk about anything and everything, whatever comes to our mind. Sometimes we might have a topic, sometimes we won't. Sometimes
I have I have a girlfriend of mine that I definitely want on here, so she can talk to me about running her own business. She's a modeling agency. She's my son's aunt, and I love her dearly. And I think she's pretty smart, and I want to know how she got into that, like the fashion industry. I know she was going to school for design, and she's got such a great eye, and she's very creative. So I just want to know how that kind of channeled into her becoming a modeling agency and her pros and cons to that. So she and I have already discussed it. She's definitely willing to come on, and so we'll have fun talking to Deanna Monet when that time comes. And so that's just one thing that we'll talk about. We talk about streaming. We've talked about me doing streaming, gaming, but I'm an old school girl, so I want to know how I can do streaming like with the old school games. So that's what I'm looking for.
It's definitely doable. It's definitely doable, but of course, with everything you need more equipment. So all we need is like a capture card and stuff like that. But I think Sarah would be very good at gaming. I think she has that personality I think she could hold people's attention, just being funny and talking noise. And, when she plays video games, she makes funny faces. And so I think she'd be good at that. And that's
I
something
start
that
chewing my tongue and people make fun of me. And I'm like, Listen,
That's something that
I
hopefully she can get into.
concentrate. That's just, you know.
Hmm.
So, that would be fun. Back in the day, there used to be a TV show called In Living Color, and there was an episode that they would do about some Jamaicans,
Hmm.
and they held a bunch of jobs. And if you only held one job, you were lazy.
Yeah.
Well, and they called them the Haymans. I'm a Haymon. I have multiple jobs. That's now. But before, I didn't work at all. Mike did all the working. He would work two jobs at a time, go to school, and I would just be home with the kids. And yes, that is a lot, but could I have done more? Yeah. And I appreciate the time that I had to spend with my kids because you know what? I think it helped them not be so uh disrespectful and wild, and I had no problem threatening them. I threatened my kids a lot. I swear my in-laws thought I beat them with like a bat or something all the time. And I almost never hit them. Well, I think I hit my son more than I did my daughter. Like I almost never hit my daughter. And I think she needs it now. She's 20.
I
She'll be
think she
21.
needs to start getting hit.
I think so too. I want to hit her. I
Hmm.
just if anybody wants to hit my daughter, like if y'all say like, yo, I want to hit your daughter, Sarah, I'm gonna hit your daughter. Hold on, you gotta get in line because I get the first lick because I deserve that. So yeah, no, I love watching Mike when he's streaming. He gets so mad. He
Anybody
rages.
and everybody out there in the gaming world knows how it is
He scares me
to
sometimes.
rage. And I even say
Get
that
scared.
on my stream. If you like to see an old man rage on a video game, then you're in the right place.
And when he says
And
old
even
man,
I
he's
think
not
I'm
old.
less. I think I rage less when I'm online. Huh?
You're not old.
Oh yeah. Look at my face.
All this highlights
the
that he
gray.
has in his beard and his hair, that those
The
are
only thing
from
that's
me.
dark is my mustache.
Those are all from me. I did that to him.
Mm.
And I have highlights. I choose not to dye my hair because I don't know. I think it's expensive taking care of yourself. Like if you're watching the video, the streaming, you see I don't have long nails. I have gotten my nails done before. I have gotten them long. And yes, just that lifelong thing that people ask, that question, is it hard to wipe your butt? It is. Don't let these girls fool you. If they say no, I don't know how you're clean unless y'all don't have a bunch of junk in your trunk like I do.
Got doo-doo on your nails.
So it's very difficult. Like I have to
Goes through the
I
toilet
have to
paper.
like plan it out before I go take I'm like, God dang it, man, I gotta go. And I dread it. So those are one of that and doing the keyboard. Do not if you're not used to your nails and you don't like for me my thoughts is if you're not growing them and letting them get long while you're typing, it's brand new. So another women are so freaking talented with these nails. I'm not. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not talented with long ass nails. They're beautiful. I have a lot of nails that I want to get done, but no, so I don't spend a lot of money on myself. I'm very plain. I just got into eyelashes. So
And they're everywhere now. I just want to say that they're everywhere. They're like little caterpillars all over the house. Last night she took them off and she put them in her drawer like she was putting them to bed. I thought she was gonna put a blanket on them,
I need
like
to
tucked them in, like good night.
see
Good
you
night.
tomorrow. See you tomorrow,
Like what the
guys.
hell are you doing? Putting them to sleep?
I and I love them. Now, I didn't do well in the beginning putting them on. My daughter would put them on for me. And then even now, from time to time, I'll ask her to put them on. But my eyelashes are straight. They're just straight. And I have kind of a wavy hair. But Mike has beautiful curly hair and his eyelashes just curl up that perfect curl that every woman
Envious.
wants.
Jealous.
And I go to touch him yesterday and he tells me no. And I'm like, I'm going to beat you. Like, we've been married for 21
Nobody
years.
touched them.
I'm going to rip them off. The next time y'all see him, he is going to be eyelashless because I'm going to rip them off his face. Tell me I can't touch his eyelashes. He dumb. So anyway, so
You,
he's huh?
you enjoy them from a distance.
Whatever. So yeah, so this is my new expense. I go to a store that
Which, I mean, I don't have a problem with stuff like that.
he's never been like, oh,
I was like, I'm always like, you know what, do what you gotta do, treat yourself. She's the one that never wants to do anything. She's the one that never wants to spend the money and buy stuff for herself.
do you know the one thing
Which
he
is weird
won't let me
because
do?
other men are out there like they don't want, they complain about that shit.
You know
But
the one thing he won't let me do, guys, is he will not let me shave my head. So he doesn't care how short I cut my hair. I guess to an extent, huh? You wouldn't want me in a buzz. Come on, you don't want to slap the back of my head and say nice cut, G? But so he won't let me cut my hair that short. So I've had it to my jawline, and now it's growing back. It's taken a long time. And guys, my hair usually grows really, really fast, but I think, it depends on what your state of emotions are, because I've been kind of really down lately. And so my hair has been like it almost stopped growing.
I told her, I mean, she shaved the back of her head, like the half of it,
It was shaved.
half of it.
And so
that
now
was
it's
fine.
growing. So you see all these little curls. That's what I say. I have curls, but when it comes to my eyelashes, they're straight. So I had a friend of mine. She was like, you have to pinch your eyelashes to your temporary eyelashes that you're putting on, your fake ones. Well, yeah, that's great and all, but I can still see them. The ones that I paid for curl up, and the other ones go straight. Now, all these ladies are sitting there and they're getting those ones individually put on. Sometimes they look crazy when they fall off. They look like they're like,
the shit that I see is the fucking nasty shit that grows on them.
that worries me. Weren't we just watching? Didn't I just show you something? Or maybe I didn't show you. I was watching this thing on TikTok, and we are TikTok junkies, and I think he is the worst.
Oh, you're the worst.
He is the worst. Do you know, I'll be at work, and then he comes home, and we're in bed, on our phones, because that's the most important thing. And I go to open TikTok, and I'm like, 29.
That ain't my fault.
29 inboxes. He has sent me at least 25 of those. The other 4 come from the girl, my daughter. So whenever you hear us refer to the boy or the girl, that's our kids.
You started it, and
I just do not understand. Like, I'm working, and I know you're working. What the hell, man? So yeah, but he's a junkie for TikTok. I think there needs to be like an intervention. He needs like a meeting. Do y'all agree? Like, is there a thing? Because we need to make it happen. TikTok is fun. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of false information out there, and that sucks when you buy stuff and you find out that it's not true.
I hate the shit that, like, I like TikTok, that the funny shit that's on there. Like, people like, I mean, there's some really creative people on TikTok. The videos that they make, the production they put into these videos are it's almost professional. I hate the fucking videos where people are just putting political shit on there and always, trying to prove points and complaining about
people canceling
stuff.
People.
Cancel culture, shit like that, man. I hate that shit.
Stop crying. Come here. Let me whip your ass. Let me give you something to cry about.
Funny TikTok cat videos and leave me alone.
Junkie cats.
Leave me alone.
If you know a good cat video, send it to me. You've probably already seen it though. I promise you. And we have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they're
and our dogs and our cats are nowhere. You're funny.
I don't know.
Cats are lame, man.
No,
they're boring.
No.
Lame cats.
So let me tell you, all of our animals are girls. We have Khaleesi, she's our dog, and then we got Maxine, and we call her Max, and then we have Biggie, and Biggie is a calico. When I got her, I didn't realize that calicos are usually girls. Like, there's like a humongous percentage of chance that it's gonna be a girl.
That's all I will allow in this house. In any house is girl cats.
So we, we got, when I got her, I told my son we need to give her a unisex name because we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So I said it's either Biggie or Tupac. So Biggie is Biggie's name. And then
we named Biggie's because she was little and she had a big head.
She did.
So
and
we named her Biggie.
So my daughter started working. She was working at an outdoor company, and by the propane tanks they had found a kitten. And so we go up there and she's like telling me about it, and I'm like, let's go up and see this cat. And this little cat's just hissing away and just in the little cage that they have there. She's just losing her damn mind. And I said, fine, we'll take her. And we knew right away it was a girl. And I said, but if we take her, her name has to be Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Biggie and Tupac. And the moment we introduced this itty bitty kitty Tupac to Biggie,
that East Coast West Coast rival was still alive.
Yes,
they fucking hated each other. No, Tupac loves Biggie, but
yes,
Biggie
hated Tupac.
She fucking
Biggie got, we call her poofy tail. She got all poofy tail, and it's like as she smelt her for the first time, instantly no, and she was pissed off at us for days, like, because she could smell her on us, and so she was so mad at us. Yeah, she wasn't having it. So finally, we had to get on our daughter. Like, part of the agreement was that you were going to get her fixed. You were going to get both of them fixed. And it's the pandemic and it's really difficult, whatever. So she finally gets them fixed. We all got tired of the song of their people in the middle of the night. They would just sit there screaming. So she finally gets them fixed. How about the song still goes on? I think our cats have like separation anxiety. You pointed out that Tupac imprinted on our daughter. So as soon as our daughter walks in the door, she starts crying, and she's had a rough life.
Like
she got beat all day. We're starving her. She's a mess, and she's huge.
Oh,
she is solid. She is like a tomcat.
She's thick.
Tupac is thick
she wasn't thick until we got her fixed. Now she put on some pounds
and
let herself go.
Biggie gained weight. Yeah, Biggie was always
so skinny.
Yes, always skinny for 3 years. And then we get her fixed and she's gotten a little weight on her. And these cats, when it was just Biggie would parkour all over the house. Parkour kitty. Mm-hmm. And then now they literally wrestle. Like, you just hear bam, bam, bam. Like, it's just like so loud. They're throwing each other on the tile. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have money for vet bills. So that needs to stop. Y'all want to make donations for vet bills for the East Coast, West Coast injuries, please. Gang violence. Hashtag stop the hate. Mm-mm. So yeah, we have them. There have been many podcast attempts that have been interrupted because they're crying. They're crying. I'm like, I don't need to hear all that. So yeah, this is our life. Like, we have no life, but yet I don't know, we're fun. I did a mud run, so I guess I have a little bit of a life. I did a mud run. That was fun. Mike came and he was very supportive. Pretty sure I was listening to the video recordings, and he was pretty sure like every obstacle was going to be the last one for me.
They're triggered. So they told him whenever, if you need help or something's wrong, that don't wave your hand like this because
they're gonna think you're saying hi.
Just cheering. They said to do the X. Hurt. I thought she was gonna go X during the warm up.
I have gained so much weight. So at the big, I don't know. This time last year, I started working out, and I was working out every day for a good solid 2 months at least. And I think I lost all of 8 pounds. I was very unhappy. I was very sad that I hadn't lost any more. And so I stopped working out. And I did not know until Mike had videotaped me during that mud run, how much I let myself go. I could see, the little double chin here coming in, and I'm like, but so I'm trying to make better choices with food, and I'm going to be cutting out dairy because it's not fun for the rest of the family when I eat dairy. And
if any of y'all out there are lactose intolerant,
you know,
you know,
you know,
you know what happens when you,
and I wasn't.
when you
That
get
is
that
like a
piece of
new
cheese.
development. That right there is a new development, not having to and I don't care. Oh, you can get lactose intolerant milk.
Doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Doesn't work.
I have drank almond milk, and I like that one. But I think right now I need a full body cleanse of just no dairy. So I think my body is just inflamed. I'm going to call myself inflamed. Instead of saying I'm fat, I'm inflamed right now. So, and there was a time, don't let the smooth taste fool you next door right here. This dude here, this guy, when he lifts weights, is delicious, But he wants to sit here and game with you guys, and so the weights have not been touched for a good 4 or 5 months.
Dust on them. It's cobwebs.
Yes.
Some clothes hanging on them now from our daughter.
Yes, not us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, we wash our clothes and leave them in a basket somewhere.
Yeah,
we don't put them up.
We don't put them up. We just put them in
Which I have clothes in the dryer that I need to take out and put up because you ain't got no more underwear. So.
We're struggling over.
Yes, the struggle is real. So donations are always
undies are a commodity right now.
Listen, if anybody wants to donate for me to get my nails done, I will do a reasonable length that will allow me to continue to work with my keyboard for work. I will get my toes done. Y'all don't want to see these guys. Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about. She got pretty feet.
My
throw that feet on that OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Make some real money up in here.
Hello. If you ever want to see my feet, send me a DM. I'll text it to you. So, but no. What did I do? Guys, y'all have no idea. We've been here for 12 years in this house, and we have really nice bedroom furniture, right? Well, Mike is very organized in his clothes. And so I can put his clothes up. I know exactly how to put them up because he has it set up a certain way. It's really nice. Good to go. Mine, you're shoving in all the clothes.
Just to get the drawer to close.
Close the drawer. Close it. And almost pinching your fingers because you're trying to get the drawer to close. And so yesterday, I cleaned out all of my drawers. My socks drawers, my panty bras, and faja drawer. Fajas are like your garters. I guess, is that what it is? Like your
like a garter belt. I mean, like
the stuff to hold you in.
Mm-hmm.
I never wear them. I let it all hang out. And then my shirts and my pants, a shorts drawer, and now everything closes fairly smoothly.
Next, what you need to do is go into that closet and go through some of those.
I will be naked. I will have no clothes.
You're not going to be naked because most of that clothes that's in there, a lot of it you haven't worn in a long time.
The clothes that I have in there, guys, I literally have clothes for over 10 years. Oh, no, over 13.
I've been through there. I mean, I went through mine a little bit and got rid of a lot. He
did the ideal thing. He's like, okay, what I bring in, I will take out. And so
I bought like 8 new shirts and I took out 8 old shirts and got rid of them.
And that's fair. I just don't have good taste. Only in my husband. He's the one, like, he'll just, he hung up pictures in the house. He did all this stuff. I didn't do any of that. I'm not that. No, I'm just, I want to cut the grass. Just let me cut the grass.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that she is dedicated to doing.
Cutting the grass.
Just fine.
I put my headset on and I turn on Pandora and I just jam out and cut the grass. And you're probably
saying, oh, why don't your husband do it? That's a husband's job, blah, 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 blah.
That's my time.
Oh, you know what? That's what she wants to do.
And don't get me wrong.
Who am I to interfere.
It sounds like he's being an ass and being lazy. No, he'll be, sometimes he is lazy, but he will sit there and he has no problem doing laundry. So like sometimes I don't want to do laundry. We'll sit in our
I'm the
basket
one that puts
forever.
the fucking clothes
So
up.
he'll put the clothes up. Not He doesn't do it all the time. He does it most of the time. I will do it from time to time.
How about we say majority?
Majority of the time, most of the time, yeah. Majority of the time, I do everything.
I just hate fucking having to dig in fucking baskets to find clothes, to where, especially at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I know he literally turns his little light on from his phone to look for underwear. Sorry, my bad.
That's all right.
Sorry, my dude.
That's all right.
But there are times that you just like, I just know, I'm like, okay, he's dug through here quite a bit. I think it's time for me to wash some clothes. So I think he may be running out of underwear. And you don't even have to say anything. I'll run. Sometimes you tell me, but I've already thrown a load in. You have no idea you're at work. You're like, hey, I need some underwear. So I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I've already put the load in, and he didn't know that. Not that she did this all the time, but now we got to clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. And not that my daughter did it all the time for us, but now and that's okay. Like, if she's gone, then I have nobody else to turn to but him and say, hey, my dude, you need to go ahead and help me with the dishes. Okay, I'm cooking or whatever. So
we're gonna start ordering out all the time.
yes. Wendy's, I want a number 2. Yeah. No onions.
I think what we should start doing is start looking into like, if it's just gonna be us two, I think we can start looking into like those the ones that are already like pre-packaged kind of meals that you can buy like for the week. And I want to say that I bet you that's pretty much close, maybe a little bit more than what we spend if we were to go buy groceries.
And
And
it's already put together.
They're already in a little container. All you do is take them, pop them in the microwave, and eat them.
I was actually thinking something else. I was thinking about the stuff that, is already proportioned and you cook it. It's a home cooked meal. Mm-hmm. I don't know what those are called, and I'd have to look them up.
There's a bunch of companies out there that do it. But I know what you're talking about.
When we get that kind of money, we need to look into it, because like you said, it could be something that we're already doing. Like, it's, instead of wasting the food, it's already there. So, but yeah, it's definitely a new adventure for us.
The less we have to cook, the better. Because most of the time,
it's the clean.
And I know there's people out there, don't turn your nose up. I can't believe they don't cook. I know there's a bunch of people out there that don't like to cook. We don't like to cook.
I have a friend of mine. She's my numbers girl. Like, that's she's like, I call her like, do you think this is a feasible, thing for me to buy? And she's like, typically I'll tell you no. I'm like, I know you'll tell me no. And so, but anyways, she's big about budgets. And we did it some years ago, and we needed to redo it again. We kind of talked about it a little bit last night, but she has in her budget to go out to eat every day of the week, all the time, but she makes a budget for it. So she's allocating for the money for that because she doesn't like to cook. And
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing, is that it's harder when you're feeding 4 people in a family. Yes, it's gonna be super expensive to do those ready-made meals or those prepackaged meals that come and you just throw them in a pan and they cook. Even then, I think those may be limited, to a couple of times a week, because like you said, we're not big fans of cooking. We get off work, we just want to chill, or
do you know how skinny these people are gonna make us? Because they're not going to give us the portions that we typically eat. I'm fat.
Good. It's going to be portions that we should be eating.
No shit. I know.
But I need stuff already made, ready to go. That's how I do like my lunches at work. I have lunches to where, because I hate going and getting something at work, so I take my lunch almost every day. but I make it easy and simple.
No, I don't make his lunch.
I buy those little packages of like vegetables or potatoes that you throw them in the microwave and they steam, and then I'll grab like frozen burger patties that are all cooked already. You just throw them in the microwave, or there's like chicken. Um, Sometimes I'll cook like chicken for the whole week. Like I'll throw a whole bunch of chicken on, and then I'll throw them in individual Ziploc bags, and I have 5 of them for the week, and I'll take them every day. I eat the same thing every day for lunch because I mean I'm not picky. I mean that's
I can't do that.
Sarah.
That's a
Sarah, she
lie.
can't do that. She
That's a
gets
lie.
tired pretty fast of eating the same
But
exact thing.
if it's really good, I'll do it. And here's the thing, like I just started doing my spinach salads again, and I've been eating them.
Those are good. I mean, when you did that years
I got
ago,
skinny.
and you lost a lot of weight,
I lost 30 pounds in 3 months,
and
and I was eating. I wasn't
I
working
think
out or
our
anything.
thing, mine and your thing, and a lot of people's drawbacks.
It's sugar.
No, well, yeah, of course, sugar, but a lot of people's drawbacks is that they don't. It takes time to lose weight. It takes months and months and months, and Sarah and I have a problem, which a lot of people out there do. They want to see results pretty fast. They want to lose 10 pounds in a week. You can't do that. You lose 1 pound in a week, or maybe a little bit more. So it's gonna take time, and
That 30 pounds in 3 months, I was losing 2 to 3 pounds a week. And again, I was under a lot of stress at this job I was at. The lady my boss was a tyrant. Like, when she walked in, you would say good morning. And the respectful thing is the person that you said it to will reply morning or good morning or something. She would ignore you like you were a piece of dirt. She did not want to associate with you. So I did 3 months of dealing with her, and she stressed me out so much. She would not allow me to have lunch with coworkers. She wanted me, I had to go to lunch at 11 o'clock. That was my lunch hour. So I would go to my truck and I would sit there and eat my lunch. And then I would come back and go to work till 5. And I would go drive home, be home by 6 o'clock, and would be starving, and eat our little pre-made chicken thighs and some beans and vegetables. And that's what I ate 5 days a week. And then I would eat whatever on the weekends. I mean, literally eat pasta, whatever on the weekends. I think I woke my metabolism up, and that's what started it. I think I was getting enough nutrients in what I was eating, and then the stress that this lady had me under. So one day I just snapped, and she was like kind of blown away, and I apologized. I told her, I'm sorry, that was very unprofessional of me. She was like, it was. And I said, yes, and I do apologize for that. She goes, because that was very unprofessional. I'm like, I know, I said that. Like, shut up. And so she was like, are you having problems at home? I said, no, my home life is good. I said, like, 80% of my issues are here. She was like, what? Well, what did you think? You were being ugly to us. Like, I am not she was awful. So anyways, so I lost my 30 pounds and I looked really nice. I thought I looked good. I definitely could have used to lose another 20 pounds, and I would have been like, fine. But
I think a lot of our problem, and I know it's a big part of mine.
that's when I was smoking too. I think I need to pick that
I
up
don't
again.
think that's.
I was smoking.
I know, but I don't think that's why.
I think I need to do it again.
I think a lot of our big problem, and I know it's one of mine, is that I'll start losing weight and I'll start feeling good and I'll start looking good, and then I was like, I don't need to work out no more. I already fucking look good, and then I get fat again.
It's
It's a vicious cycle.
It is. I love. Okay, so now I have a new thing. I'm pretty sure I'm a diabetic. So I got to watch my sugar and take my carbs because I start feeling really yucky. And that's something that runs in my family on both sides, my mom and dad's family. So it's not unheard of. But I don't want to be insulin dependent like my mother. And I would rather have it under control by myself. And if I have to get medical help, I'd rather it be pills than a shot, because then it's just downhill from there. So I got to do better. I'm 44. I just turned 44 in April. We both had birthdays this April. I'm a year and a week older than him.
See, that's the thing. That's what I talk. That's why I say it needs to be simple for us. I think if anything gets too complicated, we shut down, and
We're like, we're too old for this shit. I don't want to do this.
it's got to be simple. The meals, they got to be simple, easy, fast, and you know, I think that'll help a lot.
We're outdoor people too, to an extent. You have an issue with the sun. The sun makes your skin itch. And that sucks because you introduced me to freshwater fishing. And I would go all the time. I love being out in the sun. I love that time that, I'd put some headphones on and I would just wait to take a selfie, because we would just catch bass and we would throw them back. We were catch and release people. And so all I wanted to do was take pictures with them. And I had a great time and I was pretty good. Like, I would catch some big boys. I didn't catch any double digits. I swear one of them was probably a double digit, but we didn't have a scale at that time. But I mean, so it's not like we can't do it again, but we sit still so much that now it hurts to move. And we're like, I don't want to move. We got bikes. He's got a big boy bike and I have a bike, a mountain bike, and like we fixed them up and everything. Like, you've done all this work to them. We don't even touch them anymore. We were doing that in the beginning of the pandemic and then we stopped.
This pandemic fucked a lot of shit up.
I just I'm tired of being lazy. It's about us. Like, I want to go have fun and I want to look good. Like, I know too many people that are my age that are fine. And I just want to go have fun. I mean, I don't know. So,
But then and then you leave the house and you run into shit like we did yesterday with all the fucking idiots.
idiots. I hate people.
And all we wanted to do was go home. We're like, I just want to go home.
I just want to go home.
I just want-
I hate
I
people.
don't want to be on the streets no more.
I hate people so much. They're just.
But it's like, I don't
Piss
know,
me
man.
off.
It's just, this pandemic it's changed people, man. People that we used to hang out with, they don't want to hang out no more because they're so scared, because they have kids, and it's understandable. They have small kids and they don't want to risk anything. So, we haven't seen friends in a long time that we would go, that was typical of the place to go and hang out,
Yeah.
and
See, for
we
me,
became more just homebodies. Like, I became so homebody now. Like, I don't want to fucking do anything. I just want to play video games and shit.
so for the kind of the line of work that one of the jobs that I do, one of my main ones right now, is that I actually have to deal with people that were affected by the pandemic. People that they they've lost loved ones. So it's real for them. Like, it is a very real thing. But it's hard and it's sad. So we've done our part to protect our family, and we respect everybody else that if they want to or not. We just know that we're just going to be careful around you. We're just going to be very, very vigilant, because it hasn't gone away. They have taken it off of the news and they have taken it off of social media so much. But unfortunately, this is going to be something that I don't know when it's going to go away. I don't
It's
know.
not.
So
It's just gonna be a part of our lives now, like the flu and other stuff that we get vaccinated for and stuff like that. It's just going to be another.
People don't want to wear their masks because either one, they got vaccinated and they think they're invincible, or two, they just
There's
don't
some
want
people
to.
that need to wear masks
Yeah,
because they're ugly.
they're just ugly. You ugly inside and out. But they, maybe they just don't want to, and they want to be, they feel like the government is trying to control them, or somebody's trying to tell them what to do. Well, that's why we have laws. Laws are there to tell you what to do. And maybe it's not a law to wear a mask, but if a company chooses not to have you walk into their store without a mask on, then you need to respect that. You don't have to go to that business anymore. You go somewhere else. You
don't want to wear a mask, then don't go to that place.
Yeah, go somewhere else. It's okay.
That's your freedom.
Yes, you have the right to go somewhere else, but you don't have to cause a scene, and you don't have to be an asshole. I know of too many people that have literally lost loved ones in 1 month. Father and sons, brothers, two brothers, losing their lives.
Yes, we understand. We understand that it does affect people differently.
It does.
We understand that if you're typically an unhealthy person, you're at higher risk. We understand that. We understand that if you're a more healthier person and you take your vitamins and you take care of yourself, that you are a high to survive and you're high to get over it pretty fast. I was like, if you were on,
it doesn't mean that you will. You just have a better chance, hopefully.
And we understand all that. We understand all that, and we're not dismissing any of that or anything. But we have seen people that we know die. That we've known their family members have died from COVID. And
it's scary. It's scary to think that
you don't want to wear a mask,
it.
fine. You're in your house, mask free. Fucking do what you want, man. But these companies have the right to refuse service for any reason, and one of the reasons is they require you to have a mask. So just put the fucking mask on.
Or leave.
Go in there, do what you got to do, and as soon as you hit that door and go out of that store, take your fucking mask.
Here's the other thing. There are other options that you can do. You can order online. You can order a lot of stores have like curbside pickup. So, contactless, services. So there's other ways instead of being argumentative. Protect yourself, protect you.
Just because they say, oh yeah, Texas, we're going mask, we're mask free and stuff like that. That don't mean that the companies are mask free.
Yeah.
All these they're privately owned companies. They could do what they want. You know what I'm saying? They could require you to wear masks.
And we have big corporations that are still saying, no, you need to wear your mask. And I'm glad that they are.
My company, my job still requires us to wear masks if we're around customers. And if the customer wants to come in and not have a mask, okay. But all the employees are going to have masks because we're protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So your company decided that they're not going to argue. They're not going to make them. Argue. They're going to
still have a sign that says, please wear your mask.
If they choose not to, you're not going to kick them out.
It doesn't say, it says, we wear your mask. It doesn't say you don't have to wear a mask. You don't want to. It just says, please wear your mask when you're inside the waiting area. But if they don't have a mask, we're not going to go and make a big old scene and kick them out or anything. So what they did was they said, okay, we're just going to require that the employees wear masks, which is fine. I mean, that's what you work for them. They tell you what to do. You do it, So when I go up front to where the customer area is, I put a mask on, And then when I leave the customer area, I could take it off. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to just.
Why do we need to fight? Mm-hmm. Why do we need to fight? Like
we're
all trying to
survive.
Work. Yes. You're right. We're all trying to survive. Like we really don't need this argument. Like I got to deal with dumbasses that don't know how to drive. So why do I need to deal with a dumbass who just doesn't want to put a mask on because, oh, you have a breathing problem? Okay, you're going to have a real breathing problem if you catch COVID. So
don't come out of your house.
yes, let's make better choices for yourself and for others. You could just be a carrier. You know what? I don't even get him. Okay, I'm done with this. So yeah, dealing with people, I just want to tell you, I hate people. They're stupid. They're stupid. Use your common sense. I mean, but I'm excited. I don't know what next week will bring, but I'm going to work on it and I'm going to come up. If y'all have any suggestions of things that y'all want to hear, hit me up. Send us a message. Let us know. And
like I said, this is the first one.
Yeah. Just working out some bugs,
trying to see how the system probably works. Like an hour just trying to get it going today.
Do you know how many times we restarted our start time? Yeah,
I had it tied into my other account, so every time I would push live, it showed that I was live on my other account, even though I'm logged into everything on this account. But I had my streams I had my stream tied into my other account. We finally figured it out. We got it going. Now we know what to do. Like I said, it's the first one. It's always going to be bumps in the road. It's going to get better. It's going to get more professional. We're going to have a schedule. Like I said, we're going to try to, it's going to be all kinds of topics, all kinds of conversations. Could be just talking about our day, our week, to more of a serious conversation, to more of a just messing around.
And if you know me, and you'll get to know me, I like to have a good time.
I do a little drinking.
Yes.
A little wine.
Okay,
beer.
Guys, seriously, I'm gonna show y'all this. So this whole entire time y'all saw me, I haven't been drinking, I haven't had anything, but literally before we started, I had a fresh beer. And
it took so long for us to get going.
It took so long. It's empty. Where is this? It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. And I'm thirsty, guys.
We gotta be better prepared for that.
I might have to get a refrigerator.
I've been telling her forever. We need a refrigerator.
We're gonna get a refrigerator in here, guys.
Put beers and energy drinks and all that shit.
Yes. Be like right here, like, excuse me, let me get that really quick.
Refill that. Top that off.
Pop that up. So yeah, if y'all want to donate to that, please donate. I like gifts, so
you want to see us drink more on the podcast.
Oh yeah. You know? And if there's any sponsors out there that want to sponsor their drinks, holler at me, as long as your initials are 3 letters long. Yeah, I can't even spell it. I ripped off my tags and stuff off the beer. But so, oh my goodness, guys, had a great time. So the bugs are away. This is happening. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really stoked. We're gonna have so much fun. I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed, guys. I promise you.
Yeah, it's gonna get better. We're gonna have better topics. We're gonna have guests.
This is just to work out the kinks. I just wanted you to meet me.
To meet us.
You know who I am.
Like I said, I'm Big Mike. This is Sarah. We're Crazies on the Mic. We're gonna bring some more crazy people on.
Yes, they are.
Maybe we'll bring our crazy ass daughter on here.
Y'all would love that. And, I'm sure y'all would.
She's a hoot.
She's a mess. So,
bring her on here. But yeah, we're gonna get it going. So stay tuned. We're gonna start advertising, start putting it out there. Now I need to get off here and I need to do some work as far as turning this into a YouTube video.
Exciting! So
turning
excited.
Turning it into a podcast. That's the thing we got to figure out is how to get it. We need to figure out what we're gonna put it on.
Anybody have any suggestions? Please inbox us. Thank you.
And I gotta learn how to edit. So that's gonna be fun.
So excited.
So hopefully I can get that going and learn how to. Hopefully we're gonna start doing this on Saturday, not Sunday. So where we could do it on Saturday. Sunday, spend the day editing and fixing
Yeah,
it
because
up
we have
and
nowhere to
getting
go on Saturdays. We are at home.
it Saturday or Sunday, both days.
Yeah, that's true. But Sundays we're usually trying to get ready for the week.
Yeah.
So Saturday night, get our drinks together. I mean, cheers. It's gonna be a party. I may do some daytime with, some of my guests, but other than that, it's gonna be at night. We're gonna have some fun.
Those Saturday chit chat with 2 crazies on the mic, 3 crazies on the mic, whoever wants to join. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we can get it done on Saturday. Sunday we can get it all set up and put on different platforms and start doing that and growing it. Start growing this new adventure that we're gonna be doing. This new life.
So
Doing something that we want to do, love to do.
So I think that's it for us.
That's it, man.
All right.
All right.
See y'all next time. Bye bye.